Why is Major League Soccer and the United Soccer League divided? Football, which is called soccer in the United States, is not a popular sport in America when compared to rugby-style football, which is basically football and rugby combined together that is called football in America. As a result of such, it will benefit both clubs to merge and grow the popularity of the sport together. A unification of both clubs will also help Americans become more familiar with the game of soccer. A merger between both clubs can solve some of the individual issues that the leagues are facing. For example, Major League Soccer is still working towards expansion. The cities of Vegas and Phoenix are high on the list. However, the USL already has teams in both of those cities. So instead of spending money on a new team and going through a spat with local politicians and activists over a new stadium, Las Vegas FC can immediately transform into an MLS team with money being spent on expanding and remodeling Cashman Field. Phoenix FC, on the other hand, can become a Division II powerhouse as they benefit from the financial resources. You see, with this merger, the MLS will be the Division I, the Major League, and USL, Division II, the Developmental Minor League. San Diego is another city that's craving for a professional football team since the departure of the NFL's Chargers. There's no point on the MLS having an expansion team in San Diego if you already have two major teams in Los Angeles. Either one of them move to San Diego or just turn San Diego into a premier Division II club with the merger. A lot of money can be saved and gained from an MLS-USL merger. The USL can literally become a developmental league for players straight out of high school with the goal of playing in the top American division, which will be MLS. The MLS-USL relationship could be a tight bond similar to that of the NFL and college football. Even though college football is not labeled as the official development league of the NFL, its actions speak otherwise. College football players are scouted and recruited by NFL officials. Every spring there's a developmental showcase called the NFL Combine where college players are basically auditioning for a job in the NFL. The MLS-USL relationship can be similar to that. Both leagues will benefit from this merger and popularity within both sports will grow. It doesn't benefit any of the two by being divided. In Western America, USL clubs are not located in average small towns. They're in towns with a heavy Hispanic population that loves soccer. This means the teams will be supported as long as they commit to winning. This is an important model the MLS can follow. Developing clubs in soccer-friendly neighborhoods, not neighborhoods that could care less about the game. With a merger, the MLS can now focus on tapping into cities that only have few major professional teams that crave soccer, such as New Orleans, Louisiana, Tallahassee, Florida, and Birmingham, Alabama. The Gulf Coast is a region that hasn't been aggressively tapped into by many top American leagues, such as the NFL, NBA, MLB, and NHL. The NBA has tried to do so with the Pelicans, but the honest truth is that the city don't want them there. This is why superstars like Chris Paul, Anthony Davis, and soon-to-be Zion Williamson have left. New Orleans is not an NBA, MLB, nor NHL city. It's just an NFL college football town. The fact that majority of soccer season takes place in the winter, spring, and summer, MLS won't have to worry about hurricane time until late in the season. Also, due to their disdain for the NBA, this city doesn't have anything to legitimately cheer for after football season. The Gulf Coast is a region that the MLS can dominate in the winter, spring, and summer. At one point in the Southeast, Atlanta was solely viewed as the major commerce city in that region. Time has now changed as cities in Charlotte and Nashville have caught up and become real competitors to ATL. Birmingham, Alabama is another Southeast city that's on the come up. Soccer needs more major professional teams in the Southeast. There are already major professional teams in Atlanta, Nashville, Orlando, and Charlotte. The MLS-USL merger could elevate the USL's Birmingham Legion to Major League status. similar to Las Vegas, and the Division II state of the team could be relocated to either Tallahassee or Pensacola, Florida, Mobile, Alabama, or Gulfport, Mississippi. With the 2026 World Cup approaching, Americans need all hands on deck. There shouldn't be any signs or form of division. Major League Soccer and the United Soccer League has more in common than unusual. It will be very hard for both leagues to compete against other professional sports leagues divided. A merger similar to that of the NFL-AFL merger of 1970 will benefit both leagues.
Who you wanna be like? Who you picture me like?